how you set that is to get in the habits from August to the end of September, so that when October comes and November comes and the plates start coming out and the pumpkin pie and the cookies and the treats, that you're not having to wear stretch pants every day because your jeans don't fit no more. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brett Summers, and you are watching The Fit Life, where we talk about all things fitness lifestyle, how you can live it, how you can eat it, how you can sleep it, and how you can drink it. Today's topic is going to be how to set big fitness goals. Big fitness goals, okay? Today is August 1st, 2019. I believe about 6-7 months ago now, 8 months ago, everybody was setting their New Year's goals, okay? And I think that maybe some of you guys set your targets the wrong way, because I know a lot of people are still coming into the old Top Shop and they haven't exactly hit their goals for 2019. So today, I'm simply going to break it down for you nice and simple. A few simple steps, nothing wild, but my goal at the end of this video is for you guys to be able to go confidently into this new month and be able to bang out some huge goals, okay? Let's kind of go into this, why I want to talk about this. It is a new month. You have 31 days in August to be able to hit some goals. A lot of people hit the Summerfest slump here in Wisconsin. They maybe took a few weeks off. They maybe skipped on their training, carry rows. But in any event, it is a new month. It is a new chance for you to set some goals. Now, why would you listen to me on setting goals? Well, if there's one thing I know how to do and know how to do really well, it's how to get people in shape, including myself. If you don't know me, let me introduce myself. My name is Brett Summers. Again, I'm a strength and conditioning coach and business owner of Top Line Gym right here in good old Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I've been coaching and training athletes and entrepreneurs and hairstylists and district attorneys and anybody you could possibly name or think. Army, military, WWE, Bellator MMA, UFC MMA, NFL. I've been training people for a decade. It's a long time. I actually had hair when we first started the deal. Not so much anymore. But in any event, I know how to get people in shape, and I know how to do it in a really, really short period of time. Just like the UFC fighters that I used to coach, who would come in here 6 or 8 weeks before a fight, and some of them needed to make weight at 30 or 40 pounds less than they had weighed when they've currently showed up. So I know how to get people right to where they need to be and still be able to perform at a high level. And that's what I'm hoping to get you guys to understand today, so I can help you out for the month. So before we get into it, before I get into those big juicy steps of how we can get in shape, I want to thank our sponsor, L&Co Beauty Salon in Thiensville, Wisconsin, for sponsoring this video and all other videos that we produce. This salon is going to be a world-changing salon, especially in the world of your hair, okay? Because your hair means a lot. Your hairstyle is about 90% of your look and feel for the day, and you don't want to have that messed up. Even I take care of my hair every single day, or every other day at least, when I'm buzzing it down. So make sure that you check out L&Co Beauty Salon on Instagram. It is ran by the lovely and talented and beautiful and gorgeous Michelle Sonor. So make sure you follow that. They are our sponsor for all of our videos and all of our events, because that is my girlfriend. So we are always going to make sure that her business gets promoted. But anyways, let's get into the details. Enough of the nonsense. I want to make sure I help you guys, and I don't want to take up all your time. Again, my job is to get you from A to B. A being your goal, to B being hitting your goal as fast as possible. So how do you set big fitness goals? It's simple, okay? We're gonna start off, step number 1, you have to commit, okay? And a good example of that is, in August, Michelle and I are actually doing our own challenge, 31 days. Our challenge is gonna be very simple. We're gonna follow along the same steps that we're doing in today's video of how to set the big goal. We're going to make sure that we know what we're doing. We have to make sure we know the duration of how long we're doing it, and we have to know the things that we're not going to do, okay? So step 1, you have to commit. No matter what little things and parameters you set for this challenge or your goal or whatever it is that you're doing, you have to commit to it 100%. If you're not committed, you will waver. So whatever you're doing in life, whether it's a relationship or your fitness or your nutrition or whatever it is, you have to be 100% all in, because if you leave that door open, even just like a little crease, chances are you're going to slide through it and you're going to let your whole goal and your whole game plan slip. Okay? So after you've committed, you know what you're going to do. You know you're going to hit it. Step number 2 is setting specific targets. So me and Michelle's challenge, I'm going to kind of walk you through how you should set your goals and kind of how we're setting up our goals. The way we broke it down is real simple. We started off with the requirements, the minimum requirements of things that we're going to do or not do. Number 1 was we were going to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours. Now, as entrepreneurs and busy young rookies, we're out here trying to do as much as we possibly can, and sometimes, not all the time, we sacrifice our sleep for our clients, for our services, for our business, for our staff, like Britster, who's standing behind the camera right now. She's actually mic'd up. Say what's up, Britster.
What's up, guys?
So we got Britster behind the camera today, taking care of business. But again, she's actually taking the challenge as well.
I am.
She tried to set her own like little parameters, and I made her follow mine instead to be a little bit harder. But step number 1 for us is we are going to sleep a minimum of 7 hours. The next parameter is nutrition. We are going to be eating all things raw, all things natural. We are going to be eating things that are grown from the ground, things that were killed. So we will be eating some meat products, but we're going to be cutting out things like dairy. We're going to be cutting out things that are processed. I was going around, marching around the house, telling Michelle, everything's got to be organic. I want organic soap. I want organic toothpaste. I don't want the fluoride. I'm not trying to croak. No microwaves. I told her no gum. I said you got to chew on mint leaves if you want your breath to smell good, okay? I made her cut out her almond milk creamer that she drinks in the morning, which was kind of a big little bit of, that was as close to an argument as Michelle and I get. But you have to be specific about what you're going to allow into your goal and what you're not going to allow into your goal. If your goal is to strength train and to gain muscle, you might want to cut back and say, I am not going to be doing cardio for an hour a day, because it is going to be very challenging for you to hit your goal. Our goal at the end of this 31 days is kind of reset and reboot our body, get all the toxins and all the nasty stuff out of our body, and allow our body to just simply process healthy, natural things to kind of reset our minds and get ourselves in fighting shape, so to speak. And I think that everybody kind of wants that to a certain extent, but they have a challenge of laying out these parameters. Step number 3 for us is going to be our training. I said a minimum. You have to train for 60 to 90 minutes a day. Now, for me, that means I have to strength train 5 to 6 days a week for 60 to 90 minutes. That's what I'm committing to. She's going to take 2 days off. She's going to strength train 5 days, and she's going to do cardio on those other 2 days. She's going to keep it around 60 minutes rather than 90. I'm cool with that. Every person's going to set a different goal, but you have to have those specific parameters that you're going to follow, and that is what the training parameters were for us. Duration. How long are you going to do it? If you need to lose 80 pounds, it might take you about a year, right? If you need to lose 10 pounds, you just want to get dialed in, much like the band say, it's only going to take you maybe 30 to 60 days to change your diet, to get on a consistent sleep schedule, to start eating right, drinking enough water. So set the number of days. Me and Michelle's challenge is we're not eating any ice cream. I can't eat a burger every other day and fries. I can't go eat the steak and bread and all the things I like to do at Mr. B's. I can't do it. I got to cut it out for 31 days, and I'm just going to eat clean. I can't be tempted, so I'm going to be pretty militant and regimented with it, which is what I call the edge. And I think that you need and I need, and to kind of harden everybody up a little bit, you got to go through some challenges and see what you can actually do and not do for a specific period of time. And the last thing is not making exceptions. Okay, and she's like, "Oh, what?" She was asking about this, and I was like, "No, gum's got to go. The soap's got, all the everything's got to be organic. Organic everything. The water's got to have a pH of 9.5 or higher." Now that's my standard for my goal. Your goal might be different. You might just be trying to cut out Flamin' Hot Cheetos for a week. You may be just trying to cut out the cookie dough ice cream for a week. Like my contractor says, he sits down to a tub of Blue Bunny every night. Dude, you might want to cut it back a little bit because that's going to catch up to you. So your goals might be different, but that second step of setting the specific targets that you're going to hit and setting it that time period for which you're going to hit it is huge. So make sure that you guys do that. Now here's the third step, because this is a 3-step process. This is not rocket science. Commit, set targets, and number 3, stay committed. So we go back to the first thing, right? Being committed to what you're trying to do is all it really takes, right? It's August. You know, you've got Packer stuff coming up. You've got school coming up. Summerfest is gone. You had the 4th of July. You had some of those things that were, you know, sidetracking you. All that busyness, the graduation parties. What's your excuse for August? August to September is either going to be your biggest opportunity to push yourself in personal growth. It's going to be your biggest opportunity to take on new challenges. Or it could be your biggest time to retreat. And you're doing, is it Labor Day, Britt, that's coming up?
It is Labor Day.
Labor Day. And then, I got to do the Labor Day vacation. Why don't you work this Labor Day? Why don't you train this Labor Day? Why don't you do a little something extra this Labor Day so that you're not kicking yourself when winter comes along and you got to keep trudging down the same path? Because nobody wants to make the changes in winter, right? I feel like everybody goes in winter, the New Year's, and then, after the holidays. Well, the holidays start at Halloween, and from Halloween to Christmas, you can blow up. So we don't want that. So we want to hold you back from doing that. And how you set that is to get in the habits from August to the end of September, so that when October comes and November comes and the plates start coming out and the pumpkin pie and the cookies and the treats, that you're not having to wear stretch pants every day because your jeans don't fit no more. Let's keep it 100. We've all been there. I've been there. So again, make sure you know the 3 steps. Commit, set your targets, stay committed. It's really not rocket science, but the hard thing to do is to make sure that you write it all down. I would suggest grabbing a piece of paper, writing it down. And I would suggest for anybody who took the time to watch this video, do the challenge with us. Put your results on social media, put them on your story so that other people know you're doing it. You can encourage other people, you can motivate people, because that's what it's really about. And that's why I do what I do, and that's why we do what we do at Topline, is so we can get other people healthy, people who never even thought that they could even possibly love living a healthy and fit lifestyle, that they actually enjoy it. They enjoy being around the people, they enjoy the food that they get to eat, and they never thought that it was possible. So that's what a challenge like this is for, is to make sure that you guys at home can be able to do something, take the change, set the targets, set the goals, and follow it for a specific period of time and get the results. Do you think I should ask people here if they want to take the challenge? Maybe I'll give away some free stuff if they hit their goal.
Give it all away.
Send me, hey, if you watch this and you want to take that challenge, and you even want me to send you the specific parameters and you need help setting them, I'm glad to do that for you, free of charge. You don't have to sign up or do anything. I'll send you the parameters I'm using, and you can follow them yourself too. And if you hit your goal that you set for yourself by the end of the month, whatever that may be, I'll give you some free Topline apparel so you can represent the Topline, which is all about lifestyle. It's all about getting the job done. Britt hates this stuff now, but this is our promo is execute stuff. And if you come and do it, I'll even include the Topline dialed in and no excuses wristband to kind of help hold you accountable. So when you feel like you're about to reach for that fridge and you're just kind of at the middle of the night and you're like, I could hit this, I need this treat, snap that band, snap yourself back into shape, get your mind right, get your stuff together, and make sure you stay accountable and you don't have any excuses. So if you do that, comment, send us a message, and we'll just include you in this challenge. Britt will track it. I'll add it onto her list. She'll get mad. It may not get done, because I like to overload Britster here and there, but I think that it's important. Now, if you don't have a place to do the challenge as far as exercise, this is where I do shameless promotion. Topline Gym. We're actually at the headquarters of Topline Gym right now, okay? Our sweat sessions are the best, right? We used to call it the Topline Boot Camp. Starting in August, we're taking the boot camp and we're getting rid of it. Why are we getting rid of it, Britt?
It's old. We don't need it anymore.
It's old, dude. Nobody wants to come to the boot camp. Well, our boot camp's packed, but it's boot camp. That's not even what we do here. We get a sweat. It is a sweatshop. It is a top shop. When you come in here, our sweat sessions are unlike any other. When you leave here, you're pouring sweat. Comment if you've been pouring sweat here at Topline before, either now or in the past, because you have. It doesn't matter if we're doing a strength sweat, if we're doing a cardio sweat, if we're doing a speed sweat, if we're doing a conditioning athletic kind of a sweat. We've got all sorts of different kinds of workouts we do. It's our proprietary blend of training that we do at Topline that is unlike anything else, right? You can go to boot camps all over the place. You want to go to Barry's? Go hit Barry's boot camp, right? But if you want to get a real sweat, you come in here with Brett. That's where you want to be. The Topline Sweat, Mondays and Wednesdays and Saturdays. Mondays and Wednesdays at 6:15, Saturdays at 10 a.m. Bring a friend. And just so you know, Another promotion, $29 is all it takes to get 2 weeks of the Top Line Sweat. $29, 2 weeks of the Top Line Sweat. If you don't have $29, you can borrow it from Britt. If you don't have $29, you can probably borrow it from a small child walking along the street, right? They might miss out on a small popcorn and a matinee at the movie theater, and you can come train for the month. But that's all it takes, $29 to get started. You're gonna work with me, you're gonna work with a bunch of great people here at the Top Shop, and you're gonna be able to see people who have gone from 400 pounds down to 200 pounds, people who needed to lose 40 pounds, and they've dropped their 40 pounds from January to now. Shout out Chris Sams. So, get in here to the Top Shop. We've got athlete programs. If you're an athlete or you're an athlete's parent or you've got a youth athlete in the family who needs to harden up, get discipline, get proper leadership like I didn't have growing up. You know, you've got a son who maybe doesn't have a father figure in his life. Bring him in here to Top Line. Blake, one of our head coaches here, myself, Britt, the whole staff will make sure that your kid is taken care of, learns how to properly hydrate and sleep and nutrition and train and do the whole deal so they can thrive in any sport, whether it's baseball, football, soccer, lacrosse, it doesn't matter. We can get them ready. Look, at MMA, I have trained professional bull riders and professional fistball players, which are things I didn't even know that there were professional versions of. But I've trained them here at the Top Shop so we can take care of you. Get in here, Top Line Sweat, it's all new, 2019, we're out with the old boot camp. Boot camp, you go get boot camp anywhere. You hear of a boot camp, you've seen one, you've seen them all. Come in here for something unique, something special, a sweat that will be the best sweat of your life. And at the end of the day, we're here to help you out. So if you need any help, if you have any questions, if you have any fitness, health, training questions, if you're a fitness entrepreneur and you need me to help you out, I'd be more than willing to send you a message. And if you want to be a guest on our show, from now on, we'll probably have other people appearing on these shows that we're doing. We are going to be doing the fitness business show. Right, Brett? Mm-hmm. What other shows do we have lined up? We got the fitness business show. We've got the Fit Life that's coming. We've got Coffee with the Coach, and we've got Rack Chat, which will be all things gym related, all things training related. You'll see many of our superb, high-level, elite athletes on there, as well as maybe even seeing them in action when we go film them on Friday nights. So we've got all sorts of cool things coming at you guys. If you want to be a guest on the show, comment. If you think this video sucked, comment. If you think this video was the worst you've ever seen, give it a thumbs down, give it a thumbs up. Either way, we're trying to help you out. We've been doing it for a decade. Go back to the 3 steps. Set the goals for this month. I'm hoping that Britt has this video cranked out by the end of the day so everyone gets it on the first and they're ready to rock and roll. So, that's all I got. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. We catch you guys on the flip side. Time to enjoy this coffee. Actually, it's just a prop. I had them fill it with water, but I like Starbucks to be represented in all videos. I'm a character, what can I say? We'll see you soon.